What's going on, guys? College Lefty Gaming here, and today I have for you guys a friendly game as well as two ranked seasons games highlights, as well as the 96 overall Eric Gagne debut. This first game is a friendly game against a subscriber, a good friend of mine. He also has a YouTube channel. His YouTube is AJ Munoz 0968, I believe, and you should check him out. He's got some content up there. But he's also got a really good team. We're playing a good friendly game. We got Cueto on the mound. I actually pitched with Cueto multiple games in a row. And to start off the game, I started off with a highlight of him hitting a double the other way with Matt Kemp. I kind of didn't really get anything going. But here we're kind of in a jam here. Throw a cutter inside to Bellinger, get him to hit it to first base there. He hit it well. Just a ball in on the hands there. Hit it right to first. Got Chris Bryant playing first base there. Picked up Francisco Lindor to play third base. I just sold a couple guys that I had that I wasn't using there. JD Martinez got a fastball low and inside, had good feedback on it, good, and hit it out to left field. So we take the 1-0 lead. I kind of wanted to show a difference between here. Victor Martinez gets a base hit the other way. He still makes the play on a diving play, but couldn't throw him out. I wanted to show a little bit of a difference in this game of how I would have played a friend versus a regular opponent for, let's say, a ranked game or whatever. Because I would, later on in the game, I would have had an opportunity to pinch run. Actually, it would be like right now, I believe, or something like that. I could possibly pinch run Machado for, or Trey Turner for Machado. Something that I have been doing because I do have Francisco Lindor and Chris Bryant. I have some versatility there. Both Bryant and Machado can play first. Lindor can play anywhere on the infield except for first, so I have some versatility there. But I wanted to show kind of what happened in this inning. Here we got Victor Martinez on third base. We hit a sac fly. I wasn't sure if this was going to be deep enough. I believe that's Matt Kemp out in center field, and he's got a decent arm, but not able to throw out 15 speed. Victor Martinez. Cougs is a very good player, though. He was already in the World Series at this time, so I didn't think 2 runs was going to be enough to hold him off. Here we get a pitch up in the zone. Mike Trout hits it, and Cody Bellinger out in left field. He couldn't make the play. I mean, it's just a fielding animation. Cody Bellinger, his primary is first base. I don't know if that had something to do with it. It had something that I power swung with Mike Trout there. Hit it pretty well, but here we hang a changeup. Chase Utley, the Diamond 90 overall. Chase Utley hits it into the gap. Mike Trout couldn't quite get there even with his 84 speed. I was saying that if he got to that ball, that would have been because of that 10 speed boost he recently got from that update. But I dove, tried to make it close. I mean, you guys could see how close it wasn't. I was still a few steps away from the ball, but tried as best as I could. I knew it was going to be a triple anyways. But yeah, this Johnny Cueto has been great for me since the patch. I've used him a few times, and he's been dealing. Even the pitches that I've left over the zone, like this one, for example. I mean, I know that's a slider right down the middle. Cougs probably just missed it, but the Cueto has been lights out. I've been pitching very well with him. I don't know if it's his motion or what his pitches are, but the 3 fastballs are definitely more usable since the post patch. But here Jay Buhner get a base hit. I was looking for a curveball or something off speed, and we do get a base hit right there. Go first to third with Machado. That was actually the situation when I was telling him I would probably have brought in Trey Turner to try to get the lead to 4, but I still didn't. I wanted to use a few guys off my bench, and it's all right that I didn't because I was still able to score that run. Sometimes I just struggle with guys on base, and I know that, so I try to game plan in order to still be able to score runs because my average hasn't been that great. I'm hitting like around 200 for this month's ranked seasons, and my total average is around 243, in the 245 range. So that's not very good at all. I mean, as you can see, I got bases loaded, 1 out, get a pitch up in the zone, and I hit it into a double play there with JD Martinez, a guy who crushes fastballs. Sometimes that happens. I mean, I struggle, but here's the 89 Trevor Hoffman. This guy's been very good for me. I wanted to show how I'm up by 4, but I still brought him in because it is a friendly game. I wanted to use this guy. I didn't want to use my 96 overall Gagne against my friend Cougs here, but I did want to test out this Trevor Hoffman and test out some more pitches with him. I did have a lead, so I wanted to use the cutter, the slider, mix it up, use some pitches that I wouldn't normally throw because I do bring him in a tighter situation versus people in ranked seasons. For the most part, I won't really use them unless I'm either losing or it's a save situation. So I'll use somebody else But there, as you can see, he's a 931 rating. Cougs is a great player. He's a World Series guy. He wants. I mean, he's always wanted to get up to the top, like in the 1,000 ratings and stuff. I mean, he does it sometimes, and other times he gets close, but he always makes World Series. So he's a really good player. And he's also growing on YouTube too, so make sure to check out his channel. But here we go. We play. This is a random opponent. This is a ranked seasons game. We get Johnny Cueto again here on the mound. And I put in Griffey for this team. I put in Griffey in center field. Other than that, the lineup is pretty much the same. I also have JD Martinez on the bench still. He does make an appearance, I think, in both of these games. But I just wanted to show a little bit more of how I pitch with this Johnny Cueto. Here he hits a first pitch cutter inside on the hands, hits it the other way against the shift for a double with Charlie Blackmon. I mean, there's nothing I can do right there. He's early. He was early or late on it. I forget what it was. That wasn't the actual feedback from that last box there. But here we're able to get an out, managed to get a pop fly. I didn't want to show too much about how I'm able to pitch out of these jams sometimes, because I don't want to give away my secrets for when I do play people that are following. But I do want to show you guys like how do I attack hitters also at the same time. So a little bit of both. I mean, I try to mix it up as much as I can with pitching, and pitching is definitely my strongest suit in this game. My ERA is like around a 2.2. I have a .75 WHIP. So I mean, I don't give up that many walks. I don't give up that many base runners. But I mean, the reason why my ERA is a little bit higher, it's mostly before the patches. I haven't really given up that many runs. I think I've given up. I mean, I don't want to spoil the video for you guys, but I think I only gave up a few runs in these few games, if that. So just keep that in mind as you're watching and how I'm attacking the zone. I mean, I do throw a lot of balls, but I want the opponent to prove to me that they can take the pitches and lay off the pitches that look like strikes, but they're just in off the plate. And since the PCI can now reach those pitches, I feel like I can still give up hits on those balls, and I have to be careful when I go into the zone, because if you just leave your PCI in the zone, you can really do some damage on some hanging pitches. Here, like I'm just saying, I'd go below the zone, hit into a double play with Victor Martinez. Got a little bit aggressive there because I did score a run, and that's something that you have to keep in mind. Players might get more aggressive with runners on base because it's just like real baseball. They're trying to score that run, and that's another thing, is like hitters at the better levels, hitters get more aggressive with runners on base. So try to use that to your advantage and work in off the plate outside. That's the thing. I mean, with this Cueto, I realized I'm using that two-seam, I'm using that cutter, I'm using the change-up slider combination. That two-seam works a lot like a sinker. And that cutter works really good if you throw it just off the play away. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to use that Cueto, and I think my ERA is under half a run with him through a few games. So once again, I don't want to spoil the gameplay, but as you can see, I mean, he has another shutout into the 7th inning. This is a crazy play. Steals second. He throws it to third on that wild pitch, throws it away. I just 90 speed that basically threw me a run there. Threw away a run. We go up 2-0. I'm feeling much better about the game. And here Johnny Cueto in the 9th inning, trying to close it out. I probably should have dove for that ball earlier. I had Machado playing first base because I did swap out Trey Turner earlier on. Put Machado to first, Lindor to shortstop, and Trey Turner at third base. I figured that was the best way for me to go. Here we throw a changeup low, below the zone, 0-2 pitch to Gallo, and he still gets a base hit on it. Gallo's just a great card to have, great silver, as well as a few others like Reese Hoskins, that Crush Davis, the Chris Davis with the K, the outfielder. A couple other really good silvers like DeYoung. I'm seeing a lot in ranked. So this Dozier I used to see this Dozier a lot more before he got downgraded a couple times, but still has that fastball quirk. Anybody with that fastball quirk is overpowered. I'm kind of playing with some fire here by throwing that cutter. I am throwing the fastball. I'm kind of challenging him. I go towards the changeup here away. Hung that pitch. I mean, I see that his meter for energy is in the yellow. I'm trying to stay out of the strike zone completely because I know even there he hung that slider in the zone, but we were able to get the ground ball there. That's going to do it for that game. Win 2-0 again, get out hit, but we win 2-0 and go up to a 926 rating. I was able to get this Roberto Osuna after the game, so that was a couple couple thousand stubs, not too bad. Sold them for about 1969 or something like that. I already had them, so I just pretty much sold them as quickly as I could with the buy order for someone else. But here we're going up against another guy who I already played. First time I played him, I actually got into a freeze off with him, so this time we were able to match up and actually play the full game, so that was pretty cool. Normally I don't really play too many games when I am in the ranked seasons, and I'm already in World Series. I don't really play too many games after that, but here I got a couple new cards like that Lindor and that Gagne. I wanted to debut them for you guys, so I'm gonna fast forward into the 6th inning. This is when Gagne is gonna make his debut, coming up here in a few innings. But I wanted to show that I was 0 for 7 with Lindor, and I finally got a hit with him. I think I'm like 1 for 8, 1 for 9 with him, but I'm trying to figure him out a little bit. I tend to do that where I start off really slow. I normally start off by playing a few games against the CPU, just so I don't have like a 0 for, and my average goes down a lot. But with this case, I just put him in there since I already was in the World Series. I just put him in there. I figured why not. But here I am going to pinch run. I kind of hesitated a little bit. I took out Lindor for a Trey Turner, trying to manufacture a run here. I hadn't been hitting well in this game. I mean, my average isn't all that good. At this point, I'm not really playing like I'm trying to play for World Series, but I remember playing this dude, and he kind of made me a little upset. So I'm trying to go at it by any means possible and trying to win by any means. We kind of got into like a discussion after the game last time, and I was winning the game by a run or two. He had a chance to tie it up, and the game froze. But since I was winning in that game, I expected him to quit. It was a really long freeze off and wasted a lot of time for me. So after that discussion, I felt like I was going to try to win at any cost. And just as I score a run, I give one right back up to JD Martinez. And that's the thing. I have a pretty good memory. So if I see somebody's name that I recognize and I remember how they played me, I try to not get revenge, because I'm not a type of person like that. I'm not going to talk trash to somebody else, but at the same time, I'm gonna try to win. I'm gonna play with the best of my ability to try to win. Here I get lucky on an infield base hit. Trey Turner was a pinch runner, and he comes back around to bat again and get an infield base hit. Tried to steal second there, didn't work out, so I knew I was gonna be out there on that pitch up, so I tried to go back. It's something that's in the game. I didn't make the game, so if it's in the game, sometimes I'm going to use it in order to win. That might be kind of a Bush League move, but it puts pressure on the opponent, and he drills Jay Buhner there. Here I'm stealing third base with Trey Turner, and that happened. I wasn't sure if I was going to be safe there, and that happened to be a pitch that looked like I could hit the other way, which is what I was trying to do. Here he gets a ground ball to shortstop. Matt Kemp's able to beat out the double play. We score the run, manufacture the 2-1 lead. I'm not able to hit home runs every time. I had multiple balls I didn't show in this video that were squared up. A few power swings. I thought that could have easily been at least base hits, if not extra base hits, with guys like Mike Trout, Matt Kemp, Machado. I hit balls pretty well with those guys, and I didn't get rewarded for my good swings. So in that case, I'm going to try to use the speed and use my game management to help me win a game, and that's kind of what happened here. Messaged the guy after. He wasn't upset with the way I played, and I wasn't upset with how he played. It was a really good game. I don't remember I don't know if he remembers the first interaction that we had, but I certainly don't. And that's not me holding a grudge. That's just me remembering how the game was played, remembering that I was up by a couple runs and we were in a freeze off. I felt like he should have quit the game, and he tried to just finesse me out of a dub that I felt like I should have won. If I was losing in that situation, I quit. That's just the way it is. I'm not going to sit there and waste my time unless I'm winning the game at the time of the freeze off. That's the only time I'll sit there and waste my time. It happened in the event, and that's the case. But anyways, here's Eric Gagne. I wanted to show every single pitch pretty much that I chose, and I believe I did that. The biggest thing with him is getting that curveball. As you can see, it's a nasty pitch. It has like a 20-something mile-an-hour delta between the fastball and the curveball. I haven't really had too much of a sample size to determine exactly what that delta is. I know it's over 20 miles an hour though. So that's how we get to 936. Able to get another good reward there, but that's going to do it for this video, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.